It looks a little bit like a banana on steroids, but this plant comes from Ethiopia. It's called Ensete ventricosum, or the Abyssinian banana, and it's a close relative of the bananas that you eat and see in your supermarket, but there's a few differences. So this plant, it grows enormous. So it has this large pseudostem which is made up of old leaf bases, and that can get 3 or 4 times the size you see in this smaller plant I'm standing next to. It also tends not to sucker, so unlike our normal bananas that produce many suckers from an underground corm, this does have an underground corm but tends not to reproduce much by suckers, and it has these brilliant ornamental leaves with a very distinctive pink red midrib. So it's very popular in horticulture in warmer or tropical climates, but where it comes from, it's an incredibly important food source. And this trunk is full of a pith, and that's grated and fermented to make a food called kocho. The other thing about this plant is that it only flowers once and dies, so we call it monocarpic. This is a much older and larger plant, also in our tropical horticulture garden, and you can see just above my head a flower emerging. So the flower is enormous. It will eventually produce really short, fat bananas which are full of really hard black seeds, and the bananas are not really eaten. The seeds are sometimes used as a food source of last resort, but as this plant goes through its flowering cycle, it will also start to die. So after it flowers and fruits, the whole pseudostem dies down to the ground, and you have to start again from scratch, which is usually done in cultivation from seeds. So this is Ensete ventricosum, or the Abyssinian banana, and you'll see a range of different sized plants in our tropical horticulture garden here at the Royal Botanic Gardens, Sydney.